Mitchell will go down and testify after this.
Hayden County.
You go first since I'm supporting your.
Oh, okay.
No, after. You ain't ready.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Good. For the
Ready as
record,
we're gonna be.
I'm sorry.
We're as ready as we're gonna be.
Very good. My name is Kevin Fitz. For the record, I am a Oregon Health Plan consumer. I live on Social Security disability, and I was diagnosed first with schizophrenia at 19 years old. I'm 54 years old and still live with the diagnosis of schizophrenia. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I live in low-income housing. I'm a customer of Care Oregon. I've been in and out of Multnomah County jails and state hospitals and military hospitals and in shelters, et cetera. I'm
You're
here
a fantastic advocate.
Thank you. Thanks. I just want to say, and let me just add to that, I really appreciate particularly your leadership on consumer-based, grassroots sort of voice in our healthcare system. And I also want to give a shout out to Representative Tiffany Mitchell for her leadership on empowering other healthcare consumers with her gift and her support of folks like that. I'm here to say I support your roadmap commission 110%. I think it's a great idea. I spend a lot of time thinking of why can't we get the CCOs, the courts, the county mental health associations, and the consumers all in the same room with Pat and Steve Allen to talk about what's going on in our system and to learn from some of our historical mistakes and have a long road in front of us to sort of lay out what we want to do. So I'm 100% supportive of that, 110% supportive of that. The only thing I would like to suggest, and I'm not sure about the language, is a friendly amendment that we put in, submitted for exhibition, is the Oregon Health Authority has an administrative rule that says all behavioral health councils, committees, and boards that discuss behavioral health issues should have at least 20% mental health consumer representation on those councils, boards, committees under OHA and DHS. Of course, that does not apply to legislative activities or legislative work groups or even to the Governor's Behavioral Health Advisory Council, but as a principle and as a minimum, we think 20% of a group of this magnitude and this importance would help make sure that the grassroots voice of the consumer is heard. I just want to give you a point of view. If we put 49 people from industry in a room, they're going to tell you the problem is, Chair Greenlick, we need more meatloaf. Meatloaf being an analogy for the service they're giving now. We just need more money because we want to put more meatloaf on the plate for the customers. If you talk to me and if you talk to thousands of my friends who are customers, they'll say, it's not meatloaf that we're looking for. We want something that's innovative, something that changes the dial on this and helps us recover. We can build more hospital beds in Junction City, and you can fund as many secure residential treatment facilities, but you're ultimately going to have to send folks like me back to the community. And without a network and without hearing from customers who've been through the rough and tumble of the public mental health system and still live in that, I think this Roadmap Commission will miss the mark. So just a friendly suggested amendment, and I submitted it to you, Chair, and also to Chair Salinas of the Healthcare Committee. So thank you for hearing my remarks. I'm sorry if I went over.
Thank you, Kevin.